Hello, Shalom, I'm Shalom. Peace be upon you all. I greet you, my cherished viewers. I greet you, my followers. I greet you, all of you that are on this page that you know and accept that I have something to share with you. I have some knowledge that we should share together. I appreciate you. And even if there is any challenge in your life, that is not the end of the world. That is life for you. That is life comes with so many hindrances and obstacles. It doesn't mean that the end of life has come. So I appreciate you. I greet you. I say, how are you? How are you doing? How is your family and everything? I hope all of you are fine. I'm also fine. I'm doing good by the will and power of the Creator, the Supreme Being, the Mother of Universe. I greet all of you. As you've seen, we've wrapped up the Judaism teachings in the previous program we did. So we are done with that one. What it means is that we are sticking to our promise. We told you we are discussing the three Abrahamic faith. Because we are discussing the three Abrahamic faith and we are able to briefly talk about Judaism, and we've talked about Judaism and we've said a lot. It really briefly, if you want to see more, you read, go Google, check, read. Today, nobody is keeping anybody from information. You go check and everything. I remember one of my Muslim brothers visited me when my issue came up, when I made those presentations, and he asked me some questions. I gave him some examples. He went to check, Google and check. He made question out of it. He went to ask his man, and up to date, the answer is not here. What I'm saying that I'm not emphasizing on the answer that has not come. No, I'm saying that today information is easy. Your way to access information is easy. So you don't need to worry yourself. When we say something, you go, you Google, you read more, you check more. So we've discussed Judaism briefly. If you want to learn more about it, you go to check it, and then you know all those things that we've mentioned. You see a lot. Since we are done with that one and we've wrapped it up, it means that we are moving to the second Abrahamic faith, which is Christianity. And I told you the oldest religion that came from near leftover of Mesopotamian beliefs, and Judaism. Out of Judaism came Christianity and so forth. So we are done with Judaism. We are going to talk about Christianity today. I'm trying to make preambles, some kind of introduction about the Christianity. Before that, some have suggested to me that I shouldn't waste my time much on Judaism. I should not waste my time much on Christianity, because a lot of people have spoken about Christianity. A lot of people have talked about Christianity. A lot of people are already talking, preaching Christianity and all that. So I should just rush and then go into Islam. In as much as I've thought of this, but again, I've also thought of something else. I've feel like I'm the only person putting this faith together and want to discuss them. So when I handle one of these three faiths very briefly and shortly, I might not be doing justice to the faith. So because of that, we're not going to be too brief about Christianity, and we're not going to be too broad about it as well. So it's just going to be like the normal flow with the Judaism thing. Maybe 4, 5, or 6 videos about it, because there are areas we want to talk about, there are areas we want to touch, there are areas we want to mention, certain things that we want to mention and all that. So that's what we'll do. So maybe we will have like 5 videos or 6 videos concerning Christianity, because there are, I bet you, there are things we will tell you that you really, really appreciate. So stick to the page and we're going to learn a lot. What we are saying is this. This is time of information. Where your information, right? Where na ye tama ye fa information, yenya information. And it's a way your information ready ya. Adentina unhu nia wo ye no unhu ye. So like you should know what you are doing and do it well. Know your faith, know your belief, ask questions, read, learn. That's what we are talking about. We are not saying that, we are not saying you should drop the faith, you should front at the faith. No, that's not what we are saying. We are saying learn. And it's pathetic that people are battling us. Some people are having problems with us. Some people are calling for us to be beaten. Some people are calling for us to be harmed. Some people are calling for us to be killed. I'm for a percent ye buye. I'm for percent ye didi atem. I'm for percent ye kuye. I don't understand. It's interesting. It's really, really interesting, and it is pathetic. Right now, we are asked to be readers. We are asked to be readers, and people are saying this all over. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Now, if someone didn't teach, if someone didn't give you information, if someone didn't tell you something about your faith, then how can you get that information? So when I say it, when I say some things and you think these things are questionable, then this is what you do. You go read, you ask questions, you have your sheikhs, you have your ustazis, you have your imams, you have your pastors, you have your teachers, you have your priests, your bishops. You ask, you must know. Why are you doing something that you do not know? Knowing is not believing, and this is not the believing era. No, this is not the believing era. Do you know the meaning of belief? Belief is assumption. Belief is an assumption. Unnim ena wafa ne se saa na etie. Nti se unnim na wafa ne se saa na etie na obi ebe ka bibi kakra bie ade no mu punu kakra ma. Na won so wage na so e dia bisa questions aye wo hu research a. Boni be na ewom. Wey ntokobe na ewom enya atem didie aya adesua. So this is what we are doing. We are talking about all the religions, and nobody will tell someone, or nobody will tell somebody what to say and what not to say. To me enkanchire obi say man nkasa ana man nka bibi mfa bibi ho. The only person you ask not to do something and they will adhere to that your law is the people you feed. Maybe your children, and even if they are your children below 18 years. When they are below 18 years, then you can tell them what to do and what not to do. But when they are above 18, or when they are up to 18, you don't have the chance. You can't say that. You can't tell people what to do. So please, we are learning. This is the era of knowing, not the era of believing. And that's why I always say, when the realities of life are uncovered, change is a must. That is it. And then concerning the 3 Abrahamic faith, I have every right to discuss the 3 of the Abrahamic faith. I have every right. You know why? As a Muslim, growing up as a Muslim, studying Islam and everything, it's all about this faith. Quranic verses are full of this faith. Judaism and Christianity. Quran is full of it. The book of Christians, the book of Jews, the Torah, Old Testament, New Testament, Torah, Injil. So even as a Muslim, you need to know these things better. You need to know this faith. And they are even called Ahlul Kitab, the people of the book in the Quran. Christians and Jews are called the people of the book in the Quran. And this is what Quran brought. And as a Muslim and an Islamic student, I need to read all these things. So I took it upon myself to read them, analyze them, see how they are, because they are related. They are neighbors. Yes. Judaism, Christianity, Islam, it is Al-Hassan, Fuseni, and Gado. That is what they are. It is what it is. Don't be offended. This is the reality. If you go to the Quran, that is what is happening there. That is what Quran brought. Quran brought them, and they are the same thing. They are all talking about monotheism, like one creator, one God. That is the point. So this is what we are doing, because they are related. We are discussing them. So we're going to have some couples of teachings about Christianity, Jesus Christ. We'll talk about him and all that, and then we'll talk about the Christianity and all that. Because Christianity is coming out of Judaism. Jesus is a Jew. And one of the pillars of the Christianity, or the pillars, or the kingpin of founders of Christianity, is Paul. Paul was also a Jew. Jesus was a Jew. Paul himself was a Jew, and he has to say this. And in these teachings of Christianity, a lot will be discussed about the life of Jesus Christ. Maybe we'll discuss some prophecies about him and how the processes are done and all that. Send a prophecies, we'll discuss it and all that. So this is what we have for you. This is the package that is coming. Because as a Muslim, you should know how those two religions are related to your own. You should know. I don't know whether it's a problem. I don't know whether it's a sin, or it's an offense, or it's a crime to discuss these three religions. I don't know, but you should know. They are related. And then there are things we would like to know in these religions and relate it to our life and see our traditional way of doing things. So it is very important. And we will go into discussing the one of the figures, or one of the characters of Christianity. We would like to talk about some people that share some things in common with him, or some similarities that are between Jesus Christ himself and some other personalities in history. Some personalities like Mithra, some personalities like Adonias, Attis, Dionysus, Osiris, Krishna, Buddha. All these guys have some similarities in terms of birth and all that. We'll talk about them briefly, talk about the faith and how the faith is related to Christianity, and how Islam is related to these two faiths, and we'll see that how they are related. And then we'll move to the third Abrahamic faith, which is Islam. Brethren, looking at the teachings we've given concerning Judaism, starting from day one and all what we've said, you understand that it is a system that are made up by humans. It is a system that are made up by humans. It's not the creator who has given it to mankind. It is a system that has made up by humans. If you really follow what we talked about, you follow the videos, you follow the teachings, and you also went to do your research, you see that Judaism is not coming from the creator as some of us think. No, it is a system that people have gathered beliefs, putting together to bring out Judaism. This is what it is. So I think this is what we have for you. And if you really want to know that Christianity is coming out of Judaism, it is simple. Let me give you one quotation in this talk so that you go and check it and see that Christianity is coming from Judaism. When you go to Galatians chapter 1, verse 13 to 14, you can see it clearly. When Paul was discussing his way from Judaism to Christianity. There's no doubt. This is emphatically proven that Jesus Christ himself was a Jew. And Galatians chapter 1 verse 13-14, Paul, who is also a key founder of Christianity, also telling us his way from Judaism to Christianity. You can see the relationship. So this is what we have for you. So as you saw, we've wrapped up with the Judaism teachings. The next video that will come after this one is a whole lot of teachings about Christianity. Those that suggested that we should be too brief, we should summarize this we should be too brief on Christianity. We are not going to be too brief, and we are not going to be too broad. There are points that we will need to point out. There are some of Christian sects that are not commonly known to us now. We would like to talk about them because of the next teaching that will follow, because of the next faith, which is Islamic faith, that will follow this one. No? We have to do that one so that you see how they are related, just like the way we are able to let you see how Christianity and Judaism is related. If you want, say that Christianity is some kind of polished Judaism. Yes, some touches in Judaism, that is Christianity. Yes, that's all. We will see more of these teachings. Thank you very much. Share, your comments are welcome. We are appreciating you much. Thank you. Until we meet again, I say to you, bye-bye.